I think we are live now.
Yeah.
We had some technical difficulties, but finally we managed to get in. Um, you might wonder what's going on. So I will just tell you very quickly that I have decided to open my own business. And this is a little introduction of what I am going to do. The company is called Arbon, and I am independent consultant. The Arbon is absolutely amazing with the supplements, the lifestyle, um, the cosmetics, and I would like to chat a little bit about it with you. I am here today with my coach, amazing and beautiful Jade, and she will be introducing the company in more detail for you guys. If you're ever interested, just give me a shout. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Carolina. She is just the best. And yeah, it's a little bit strange. We're both like come together here. But it's all going to make sense because tonight, what we really want to share with you is a little bit about obviously Arbonne, but also really what both of us are so passionate about, which is about great nutrition, great health, and how we can really fuel our bodies to live at such an optimum level and have that like gorgeous glow that just like reeks health and happiness. Now, my name's Jade, as Carolina said. I'm an independent consultant, just like Carolina, and also a regional vice president with the company that we're both partnered with, which is Arbonne. Now, I've been running my business now for nearly 7.5 years. It has been a blast. It's been the best journey of my life. And I never ever dreamt that I was going to be part of a business that was wrapped up in a load of healthcare, nutrition, skincare products. But let me tell you, my whole life has been transformed by this business, not only through the products, which by the way are world class, absolutely 100% deliver results in every realm. We are the cleanest, most efficacious products that you're ever going to use. Safe, pure, plant-based, that deliver clinically proven results in all aspects. So obviously getting amazing results from the products, which has completely transformed me as a person, my health, my energy levels, which we're going to talk to you about in a moment. But the business concept has completely transformed the way that I work and the way that I run my life. I've got 4 young boys under the age of 8, which, you know, is a lot and it is quite a challenge at times. But what this business has enabled me to do is enabled me to build a business from home around my family and replace my corporate full-time job. And I'm able to stay at home, be completely present mom, and run my business in and around what matters most to me, which is family and, you know, making sure that I've got the time to enjoy with them as well. Now, tonight, what I want to share with you, and I'm just speaking really mainly on behalf of Carolina, because I've been in the business a lot longer. She's still like literally learning the ropes. She's incredible. She's smashing it. But I'm going to be doing the majority of the talking because what we both really want to share with you is a subject on gut health. Now, if you know anything about gut health or you've heard that word popping up all over the place, it's a bit of a popular subject at the moment. You only have to turn on a Netflix documentary or Good Morning Britain or, you know, morning TV shows, podcasts. People are talking about the importance and the links between gut health and overall well-being. And that's really what we want to share with you, because what Arbonne delivers, and the reason why I've partnered with Arbonne is, to be honest, the main concept is this holistic nutrition side to the business, which is all about pure plant-based, vegan, gluten-free, holistic, natural supplementation, which in today's world is what we need to help fill the gaps that we struggle to get from whole foods today, from our diets. So this in no way is a replacement for food, absolutely not. But what it is a way and a method, and a simple method for us to make sure our body's getting everything it needs to work optimally, because our body is designed to work optimally. But most of us are actually living life suboptimum level. And I want to explain to you what that looks like, because it may just trigger a few thoughts in your mind to think, am I actually living life at optimum health? Or have I just lowered my expectation of what I believe is good health? And you keep lowering the bar. So please listen tonight with an open mind and an open heart, because you're going to hear something, I guarantee you, that's going to trigger something in you that's going to decide, I need to change something so I can absolutely level up and make sure that I have filled my cup so I have so much more to give to others, whether that's kids, whoever. Now, let's just talk about our body. At the end of the day, we have one body in our lifetime. Once it's gone, it's gone. If it conks out like there's no replacement, it's a machine and it is running constantly. So really think about what that is. So imagine if you bought a brand new car. If you never take that car in the 20 years that you ride it, driving it around, if you never take it for a service or an MOT or have the tyres checked or the tyres pumped up or the seat belts checked, it would be ludicrous for you to think that that car is still going to look, feel, and operate exactly the same way it did 20 years ago. Like, we have to take our cars for a service. We have to take them for an MOT, because if we don't, the longevity of the car just isn't going to be like, it's just not going to last as long. It's going to die, and that's not what we want. So we have to think about what, we have to think the same way about our bodies. When was the last time you really analysed, like, and gave your body that MOT and service that it needs? And that's really what I want to talk to you about today. Now, what happens in today's world is that we're very, very hot on reacting when there's a problem. So we experience a problem and we react, rather than thinking, actually, could I really focus on prevention? What if you never, ever had that illness? What if you never, ever had that aches and pains or those headaches or the digestive issues or IBS symptoms? What if we could find a way to prevent that ever happening, so you could live day to day truly with a strong immune system, a strong body, a healthy body that stops you from getting any of those things? Now, when I view my body, I also think of it as a bathtub. So I want you to imagine a bathtub. And at the end of the day, the tap is always going to be on. And it's always going to be on because our body is always working. It's always, as long as we're breathing, it's on. So the foods that we eat is the tap, drinks that we're drinking, products that we're putting on our skin, the environment, stress, illness, pollution, like, that's all going into the bathtub through that tap. Now, what happens is, and sometimes through no fault of our own, the bathtub, the plug hole just can't digest some of the rubbish stuff going in, just can't get rid of it that easily. It's not that, it doesn't drain very easily. So all of a sudden, the plug's starting to get a little bit blocked up, and the water keeps coming in, and all of a sudden your bathtub's rising, the water starts to overflow, it's spilling out over the edges of the bathtub. And before you know it, you've got mess everywhere in your bathroom. Like, there's water like tipped everywhere. It's leaking into the rest of your house. It's a nightmare. And we think, oh my goodness, I've got to get this sorted. So what do we do? Well, what we tend to do is we trot off to the doctors and we're like, I've got a mess. My bath is literally overflowing. I've got water pouring everywhere. I need your help. Now, we get offered help, but 9 times out of 10, the way that help is offered to us is by form of a mop. And all they're giving us is a mop to start mopping up the mess, rather than thinking, why is the water spilling all out over the bath? What can we do to unblock that plug hole so that we don't ever have this in the future? Because all the mop is a medication, and it tends to be like a plaster, masking the issue, hiding it, covering it up. And all that can mean is that ultimately the side effects to that can result in another issue. So then we get given another plaster, and then that results in another side effect, which is another issue. So we get another plaster for that. And before you know it, actually, you're just kind of covering up all these problems rather than rectifying them. Now, I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about some supplements that are involved in our Arbonne business, but also I want to give you some top tips and ways that you can help your body reset. You can help unplug that, unblock that plug hole so everything drains through. Now, if you're thinking supplements, so powders, drinks, whatever that may mean in your head, I really want to sort of like cut off a taboo about supplements, because I am somebody that was a complete skeptic. I looked at like protein powders and thought, why do I need to have those? I eat real food and vegetables, thank you very much. Don't need to be adding any of that into my diet. But in today's world, you have to know that our food is so overfarmed. Our crops and vegetables come from such overfarmed soil. There's just, the nutrients in our soil is just not what it used to be today. The same thing is, we live in a world of convenience. So you only have to walk into a supermarket and there's vegetables and fruits and vegetables from all over the world. Avocados, strawberries in the winter. Like, strawberries don't grow here in the winter, and avocados don't grow in the UK. So a lot of produce is imported, it's GMO, it's been tampered with, it's been affected. And, in today's world, these are the current studies. So if you want to get in 50 years ago, you could eat 1 apple. Today, you would need to eat 5 apples to get the same nutritional value as you did 1 apple 50 years ago. Like 5 a day recommended, it's not enough. It should be more like 15, 20 a day, which is then unrealistic and unpractical in today's world. So whether we're literally growing our own produce in our own allotment, and we've like got our own cow milking the cow, and like, you know, our own animals, and we know where everything is absolutely sourced from, it's almost impossible to make sure we're getting everything we need from food today. And this is where the supplements fill in the gaps that we struggle to get from food. So I really want to share with you some top tips, as I say. Now, I want you to know that your gut, let's just talk about gut health for a minute. Your gut is actually home to trillions of bacteria. In fact, has more bacteria living in our gut than what we do even human cells in our bodies. It's just strange to think that there's more outside bodies that are living inside of us. But our gut bacteria absolutely needs to be like in balance for our bodies to function properly. You have to know that our gut is actually known as our second brain. So the gut actually really runs the show. We think the brain does. The gut runs the show. You have to know that. And it's actually responsible for 80% of your body's functions. So if something is not working as it should be, maybe more headaches, digestive issues, skin problems, whatever it is, 80% of that is down to the health of your gut, not anything else. And we're always looking for something directed, skin, gut, like directed to the issue, but you have to think about gut health first. You know, and the same thing about happy hormones. So our serotonin, which is our happy hormone, serotonin is responsible for things like cravings for food, good food or bad. So more good food if you've got good serotonin levels, sleep, appetite, everything, and also your happiness. Ultimately, if we haven't got good bacteria, good gut health, we're not producing the great hormones, that's serotonin. So we're going to have more sad, low, depressed days. Now, when was the last time you thought, oh, I'm just feeling really low today, I'm feeling really, really depressed? Oh, I wonder if my gut's out of whack. I wonder if my gut's a bit unhealthy. Like, we don't think that way, do we? We think, gotta fix what's going on up here. But it's the wrong way around. It's gut health that we should be thinking about. And I'm just trying to make light of this, because honestly, when we switch our thinking, it changes everything. So when we've got an overgrowth of bad bacteria in our gut, I just want to share with you where things could start to go wrong. So we might struggle to maintain a healthy weight if we've not got a great gut health. We're going to struggle with sleep, poor quality sleep or inconsistent sleep. We're going to experience skin issues, inflammation of the skin, acne, psoriasis, eczema, various other conditions can be a sign that your gut's not in check. Abdominal pains, digestive issues, IBS symptoms, inflammation of the body like inflamed joints, arthritis, increased allergies or added allergies as you're going into adult life, more headaches, migraines as we're getting older, generally feeling low, tired, fatigued all the time, low in mood, hormonal imbalance. All of these things are linked to an overgrowth of bad bacteria in the gut. So what can we do? Let's just talk about some practical tips then of what we can do to improve gut health. So the first thing is, and the one thing that I just think I recommend to everybody, is to include probiotics into your diet. Now, probiotics are good bacteria, so more good bacteria going in. Prebiotics also important. That's fertilizer. That's the food to feed the good bacteria and not the bad. And also digestive enzymes are a really incredible player in gut health, because what they do is help to break down food more efficiently, giving you nutrients to the cells more efficiently. So getting everything we need, but also helps to restore energy resources. Have you ever had a big Sunday dinner or a big fry up or whatever it might be, and the first thing you want to do after you've done that is just feel like I want to have a little nap because I'm a bit tired? That's because your body is like shattered, because it's using all its energy to digest that massive meal. So really thinking about digestive enzymes is so incredible. Now, my number one product, least sexy product that Arbonne has, but my number one, would not leave, like desert island product, is this. It's gut health and microbiome support. Now, in one of these sachets you take daily, it contains probiotics, prebiotics, and digestive enzymes. It's like the ultimate multitasker. And the important thing with this is, because it's powder, it's in a dried spore form. And what that means is the bacteria in here is actually dormant. It's asleep. So it only activates when it hits your small intestines, which is where you absolutely want it to thrive. A lot of your live cultures, live drinks that are already in a liquid or need refrigeration, I'll tell you, they're so unstable. And the majority of the bacteria you're spending money on will be destroyed by stomach acid before it even hits the intestines. So really consider this, for me, is the most highest quality form of probiotic you can get. So sorry, I'm pinging in the background. I'll just have to ignore that. So incredible. Now, finally, about probiotics and gut health. So this is bacteria in here. If you have had antibiotics in the last 4 years, you absolutely should be taking a probiotic. If you're currently on antibiotics, you should be taking a probiotic. If you have antibiotics, it sets off an atomic bomb in your gut. It kills everything, not just the bad, the good as well. And it takes 4 years for your gut flora, your microbiome, to fully be restored. And do many of us even make it to 4 years before we're issued with another dose of antibiotics? Like, it's so incredible. Make sure you're using antibiotics. It supports your immune system. It prevents future need for antibiotics. So the probiotics are there. Anyway, another thing you can do to support gut health is to try an elimination diet for a period. I know Carolina is currently doing our Thrive in 30 program, where we eliminate certain elements. And I know she's been hot on this already before. Things like gluten, dairy, processed, ultra-processed foods, refined sugars, coffee, alcohol are really good ways. They're basically the common allergens. But if you can remove that from your diet for a period of, say, 30 days, what it does is it allows your body to rest and digest. But also it's an indicator, and you're able to identify foods that are probably just making you feel more sluggish and tired, perhaps not actually making you feel that great. So maybe just eliminate one thing at a time and then reintroduce it in and just see how that is, because it's a really great way of seeing how your body's functioning. Now, I'm just going to touch on a little bit of self-care and talk about the subject stress. Stress is like such a player on poor gut health, but overall damage to it. Basically weakens our immune system. Now, I really believe, and I know there'll be lots of moms, Carolina's a mom, I'm a mom, there'll be parents on here, dads too. We actually view self-care as a bit of a luxury, and we often have a lot of guilt attached to doing things for ourselves. Now, I will say, hand on heart, and I didn't used to say this, my health and my own well-being is my number one priority. Now, I said before, I've got 4 children. You'd think that they like rank quite highly up there on my priority list. But ultimately, like, if I'm not giving to myself, how can I give fully to them? It's like that aeroplane mask scenario. You know, they say you've got to put the mask on yourself first before you do your little ones, because if you're out the game, you're no good for anyone. And ultimately, if you are out the game and you're feeling a bit poorly, there's no one there to look after you, is there? And you have to still get up anyway to do. You can't just let your kids get off to school on their own, or whatever it may be. You still have duties. So how about prioritizing you and your health and lowering stress levels to ensure that you never have to worry about that sick day? You never have to worry that day in bed's going to be looming. To always make sure you're like fighting the coughs and colds that come home from school and the sickness bugs. Now, the ways that we can obviously, really sort of decrease stress in our life, which is it's a real problem for illness, is making sure you're scheduling time for yourself. 5, 10, 30 minutes, whatever it is, do something that gives you joy, whether it is cooking, reading a book, pouring a bath, going for a walk, anything, but schedule it in and do not miss an appointment with yourself. And I mean that because all you're doing when we do miss our own appointments with ourselves and we let other things slide in and we decide we're not priority, is you're just damaging your self-esteem. And I think it's really, really important. So maybe just try it. It's something that, schedule a bit of time every day where you can do something uninterrupted that's for you. The second thing is meditation, breath work, prayer, whatever you want to call it. Just having some time in silence to actually distance yourself from current issues and current life situations and your emotional response to it. Now, there's proven, benefits to meditation today. And I actually find that I try and do this either at the beginning of my day or at the end of my day, just after I've woken up or just before I go to sleep, to really give myself a bit of time to just consciously shut my brain off for a period of time. Eating well, clean, whole, like nutrient dense foods, so important, because that's really going to help with stress levels. And also exercise. We want to be releasing those great endorphins, making sure our digestion and our body's moving to help with digestion as well. Just some ways that you can help to combat stress. Now, I'm going to just touch on a few other things that we can add into our diet using some of the supplements that I think are daily non-negotiables. So another thing we can do is load our bodies with antioxidants, healthy protein, and extra vitamins and minerals. Now, antioxidants are basically, we hear these words and we're like, well, what even is that? What do they do? Antioxidants, their job is to fight free radical damage. And free radicals' job, they're everywhere, by the way. Free radicals are in cleaning products, the environment, products on our skin, foods, everywhere. So you can't avoid them. But the free radicals' job is to basically attack our healthy cells and cause illness and disease. Doesn't sound that great. So if we can load our body with antioxidants, that's helping to repair the damage to our cells to prevent illness and disease. And I mean, prevent illness and chronic disease. Antioxidants are so important. Now, what I introduce that is packed with antioxidants is our Be Well Superfood Greens. In here is 36 freeze-dried fruits and vegetables from all around the globe. It is very green. Smells like a rabbit hutch, I'm not going to lie, but in here are vegetables that you are not going to get from a supermarket that are totally like spirulina, wheatgrass, like literally all the colours of the rainbow. It's incredible. And I've had clients that are perimenopausal, menopausal, that swear by this product for like lessening symptoms, like hot sweats in the hormonal imbalance. It's amazing. And just know this is so alkaline forming. Disease and illness cannot thrive in an alkaline environment. So really thinking about how alkaline our bodies are is so important. Another thing that we add in, I add into my daily routine is something called collagen builder, which is skin elixir, if you can see that. Now, basically, our skin and our body needs collagen to remain elasticity, to help with growth and strength. And actually, in your early 20s, your body's production of collagen declines, and then it dramatically declines in your 40s and 50s, like a lot. Now, collagen, obviously, it's nice to help us with nice glowing skin, tight, firm skin, our nail, glowing hair, thinning hair, whatever it may be. But more importantly, as we're older, we start to experience joint pains, ligament issues and things. So we want to make sure collagen supports those. Because what happens when we support them is that we have stronger bodies, so then we can continue to exercise, so then we can continue to be healthy. When we don't look after the things that are protecting our joints and ligaments, we start to experience maybe injury. Then it's harder to recover from injury. Then we're not working out as much. Then we're not feeling as happy and the endorphins are not rolling. You can see where I'm going with this. Let's prevent things happening so we don't have to spiral out of control. We can spiral in a really positive way. So in here, by the way, this is a vegan collagen builder, not a bovine or marine collagen. And actually what this does is it helps your body produce more natural collagen designed for your DNA, your body to produce more collagen that's designed for you specifically. So it's incredible. It's amazing. And I just think people notice such a difference. They glow up, the skin glow up, which Carolina has absolutely got. You got no lighting, but you absolutely have got is this product. It's amazing.
It is.
Protein. I'm going to talk about protein for healthy gut and healthy body. Now, every cell of your body is literally made from protein. It's the building block. So hitting your protein goals is not just for guys who want to be hench and go to the gym and start weightlifting. It's so important. And I feel so passionately about this, especially for women, because we are not told the recommended daily amount of protein on the website. The stats are so low. It's not enough. Now, having protein, it also repairs things. It repairs our immune system. But really, when we start getting older, your muscle mass starts to deplete naturally. It will start to waste away your muscles. So if you've ever seen somebody elderly that's really frail, they just can't seem to put on weight no matter what they eat, and this happened to my grandma, their muscle mass is just being wasted away. So what happens when we don't maintain muscle mass? We lose strength. And what happens when we lose strength? It causes injury. And what causes injury? It means that we stop, working out. It means that we're more miserable. We're feeling low in mood or stressed, all of these things. It's so important. Actually, one of the biggest death rates in women is those that have had a hip replacement. And it's not because of the hip replacement operation. It's because of the way that they have to recover and the way it puts them out of action afterwards, because we're not looking after muscle mass. So protein's so important. Now, I add in the vegan protein from Arbonne. It contains over 20 vitamins and minerals in here too. All natural, derived protein from pea, rice and cranberry. 100% absorbable by the body, unlike a lot of whey proteins that can't always be absorbed into the human body. And it tastes amazing. Comes in like vanilla, chocolate, coffee. What's your flavor? Strawberry. What's your favorite flavor, Carolina?
Mine is vanilla. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's great. I make, you know what, in the mornings I make amazing breakfast smoothies with this, add berries and various things. Sometimes just I love it plain, but you know, as a mom on the go, we always put ourselves last, don't we? This is a way that I can make sure I'm getting a really high protein, low carb breakfast into my diet, kickstarts my metabolism, makes me feel amazing, and keeps me going till lunch. It's so filling and literally so low in calories. So that's incredible. Okay, my last absolute non-negotiable product, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about something that was completely damaging to my gut health, was caffeine, coffee in particular. And some people, you may be a little bit fancy, just need or crave that can of Coke in the afternoon, or Diet Coke, or energy drink, Monster, or you, like me, are like a coffee addict. Now, I still enjoy a cup of coffee, I'm not going to lie. But I'm going back like where I literally slumped out of bed, mindlessly, like zombie walked the kettle, switched the kettle on, giant sized mug of coffee just to get myself going. And then I go to the office, and this office culture, I was having like maybe 5 or 6 cups of coffees a day, not really even needing them, not feeling that energized by the end of the day, feeling extremely bloated and so tired. Now, what happens when we have these synthetic caffeines and chemically like derived drinks like Coke is that we spike our energy levels. And then we crash, and then we go again, spike, crash, spike, crash. All that's happening is our blood sugars are doing this, cortisol levels, which encourages stress, are doing this. And it's so bad for us. It's really bad. And it's so damaging to our gut health, our gut microbiome, that we want to protect, remember, to keep us healthy. So what I love is, and I introduce now, is our energy fizz sticks. They come in loads of different flavors. You can drink them hot or cold. So for me, I love a hot fizz because it's kind of mimicking that hot coffee drink in a mug. Some people love them cold. They taste amazing, and they are so enriched with vitamins, B6, B12. Actually, you get your daily recommended amount of B12 in one drink. Now, B12 is your anti-fatigue vitamin that's here. We're hearing so many people are deficient in today. It gives you that slow release energy. It is absolutely flipping fantastic. And just gives you that, you know, no jitters, no spikes, no lot of stress. Great source of energy. I don't need a nanny nap in the afternoon before I do the school run. 2 fizz sticks a day, 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon. I'm good to go. And literally, a mom's, parents, I keep saying moms, get parent game changer 100%. Now, what Carolina has been doing is actually doing all of these things. She's been eliminating the bad. She's going for a full-on MOT. She's in the service station right now, getting like her oil filters changed and all sorts. She is going to be coming out literally gleaming. She's doing the elimination diet. She's swapping her breakfast for a second shake for the protein, and high levels of really good quality source protein, loads of added vitamins and minerals. She's using the gut health, the green gut glow, as we call it. So it's the 3 products, green gut glow. These are literally like world famous and a game changer for gut health. And I absolutely love them as my health shot. She's having the fizz sticks, and she's also, as always, you know, having such a very great whole food diet in a day. Now, it may be that you've listened to this and you think, I do feel a bit low and fatigued. I do feel shattered. I do struggle with headaches. And actually, yeah, I do have IBS symptoms, but I didn't have IBS symptoms when I was a child. It was something now that's progressed over time. Now, can you see, you can consider that actually your body just is screaming out for some kind of reset. It's screaming out for help, because in today's modern world, there's so many additives and chemicals in food that we just don't even know are there, and that can cause problems. So I want to leave you with that and just really think, what can you do? What would life look like if you truly were full of energy? You slept amazing, because you slept amazing, you're not feeling as stressed and tired. And because you're not feeling as stressed and tired, you're not as snappy and agitated with your kids. And because you're not snapped and agitated with your kids, you've got more energy and more fun about you. And you want to go to the gym, and now you feel more positive. So you're making really good choices with what food you're eating, and you want to be motivated to go to the gym. You're building muscle mass, you're getting fitter, then you're feeling more energetic because you're fitter. All of these things stem from one main thing: gut health. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below, speak to me, speak to Carolina, who is an absolute goddess at nutrition. And if you are interested in any of the products, or you struggle with any of those things and you want some help, or you've got some questions, we just love to help people. Even there's no obligation to buy anything. If we can just help you, that's important. But if you are interested, please reach out. We'll send you the best deals. There's some really great little offers with some free bits at the moment. So yeah, we're here to help. I think I've covered everything, unless there's anything you want to say.
No, you're absolutely amazing. Thank you very much for that. That means a lot. And thank you, all of you that watching. And like Jade said, if you have any questions, just let us know. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.